Hi guys, how are you? So this recording is specifically for the Qigong students and for students who are interested in Tai Chi and Qigong. Basically what it is, it's a whole system that's based on traditional Chinese medicine. So a book I want to draw your attention to is this one, and you can get this right on Amazon.com. It's actually a medical textbook, so it's not going to be light reading, but it's very informative because it marries Western medicine with Eastern medicine and shows that Western medicine and studies are proving the veracity of some of these concepts that kind of come across as like, as I say in my class, it sounds like woo woo, fuzzy, flip flop, wearing granola, eating hippy dippy stuff. Well, it's not. There's quite a bit of veracity to it. So what I'm going to do is we're entering the season of spring in the Chinese medicine system. And spring speaks to several organs and tissues, one of which is the liver, the gallbladder, as well as dealing with issues such as anger and the deleterious effects of chronic and deep-seated anger. And then also the tissues that we want to take care of are the eyes, believe it or not, and then also the connective tissue, tendons, ligaments, and fascia. So this particular part that I've marked that I want to just kind of go over really quick with you is what to do if you want to look at different aspects. Now, just a quick backup. There are three treasures in Chinese medicine: Jing, Qi, and Shen. Jing is the tissue, so that's going to be the actual flesh, the body. Qi is the breath, which also generates energy, life force, and helps to create the function. And then, last of all, is Shen, or the consciousness. For instance, your liver doesn't have to be told how to do its job; it does its job. So when they talk about most common behavioral characteristics, physical symptoms, and emotional responses, they're addressing specifically Jing, Qi, and Shen. So here we go. These are quick bullet points. Once again, if you really want to get into it, get the book. All right, so here we go. Most common behavioral characteristics, top of the list: can't forgive or forget easily, especially if injustice occurs. Unable to critique or self-critique, does not retreat from position, direction, or goal. I wouldn't be stubborn with that. Has difficulty admitting faults and apologizing. Those are just some quick bullet points. There's more. Now, switching over to the most common physical symptoms. 1, headaches and migraines. 2, digestive upset, including heartburn and gastritis. Muscle tension, contractions, and twitches. If you're starting to get intrigued and want to learn more, I would get the book. 2, most common emotional responses to stress, and this is your wood type personality, is frustration, anger and aggressiveness, hostility, anxiety, frustration, and irritation. Now, one thing I do know, let you know, and we'll wrap this up super fast, is in the traditional Chinese system, there's the concept of that your body is constructed a certain way. So in Western medicine, it tries to get really, really down to the nitty gritty and genetics and epigenetics and things of that nature. And there's obviously that does have to be looked at. That's huge. And you do inherit propensities and capabilities from your parents. Also the sociological behavior of your parents as well too. But one of the things they talk about is that there's 5 elements in Chinese medicine. There is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And depending on the size and shape of your head and your face, it describes the element that you are. By the way, I have a rectangular face, essentially. And so I am a wood head, blockhead if you want to. And that means I have some of those propensities of anger and stubbornness. And people who know me are like, um, and then if your body happens to have that build as well too, very long and lean, which I don't, but if you have a wood body, then you'll have some propensities such as you can be either hyper flexible or hyper rigid, just like wood can be very, if you think of a willow tree or reeds, or it can be like an oak tree and super solid. And there's benefits to being one or the other or both. So in Chinese medicine, we look at the shape of your face to see if that describes your personality types and traits. And we look at your body to see what your strengths and potential weaknesses are. And then what you do is you try to make your activities, physical, mental, and emotional, match. So you want to go with your strengths and you want to minimize your weaknesses. It's kind of like surfing. You don't fight the ocean, you learn how to surf the ocean. So there you go. Anyway, we are just starting week 3 of our spring season protocol, and it will run for about 10 weeks, and then we'll be moving into early summer. So there's also 5 seasons in Chinese medicine. You're like, no, there's 4. Actually, if you're a gardener or a farmer, there's 5. So you have spring, which is sprouting, early summer, which is flowering, late summer, which is fruiting, autumn, which is ripening. That's also when you get into harvesting. And then winter is when you have to you've already harvested and now you are going into transformation, which means you're either turning over your beds, putting them to sleep, letting your fields go fallow, and anything else that you're doing, like you've hunted, now you got to smoke or salt your meat, and you've got to can and preserve your foods. Transformation. All right, that's it. I will catch you guys later. I look forward to seeing you in classes. These classes are held on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. It is designed for teens and adults only. So if you have any stay-at-home family members, you're a stay-at-home mom, dad, retired, retiree, semi-retired, self-employed, you've got that access of coming in, give me a call, get a hold of me, come on in, be my guest, and see if this is something that will benefit you. Remember, this is gentle. This is not boxing. You're not going to be doing pills. You're not going to be doing potions, pills, burpees, anything like that. But it's breathing, moving. Think of it as moving yoga. All right. All right, guys. Catch you later. See you soon. Let me turn this bad boy off. I will catch you later. Bye.